want y'all to make some noise for all the veterans that we have in the house today. Let's make some noise for them. Yeah, that's pretty loud, but I want to punch a hole in the sky. I want every soldier we've got overseas, away from their family, away from their loved ones, so that we can be here today, breaking world records and bringing them home. Punch a hole in the sky, make some noise, and they'll hear all the way overseas. Let's hear it loud. That's right. On that note, I'm gonna hand this back to this. Yeah, there we go, that's some noise.
Welcome to the Choctaw Casino. This is actually where we're staying this weekend, but we have to go to Paris Harley because we're about to break the record. I should totally get some gas too. Right this very second at 9:25 in the morning, the weather is beautiful. Hopefully it's like this all day. It's at 2 p.m. We're going for the record. Where are we going for the record for? In case you didn't know, we are riding from Paris Harley Davidson in the great state of Texas all the way to Choctaw Casino in Oklahoma. It's really not all the way, it's like 18 miles, and I plan to today break down what that means because I've gotten a lot of comments about, you know, Rolling Thunder, and there's lots of big groups of bikes that would be the most Harley Davidsons on a single parade, which is the world record we're trying to beat. But there's some rules and stipulations to meet the Guinness Book of World Records. Their criteria to make it official. So hopefully I run into Adam and he can break it down for me on the exact rules. And yeah, we'll do the thing. So I've got a couple of miles left on this journey to get to the dealership, so let's go there. Look at all these bikes, you can already see them. They're everywhere. Ho, 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 ho. I really should have been here way earlier than this.
For those of you that don't know me, my name is John Max. I'm a highly trained unprofessional right here at Chattahoochee Harley Davidson. All right, actually, I'm not at Chattahoochee right now. I'm at Paris Harley Davidson for the world record ride. There are people everywhere. I'm meeting a lot of you guys. Oh, well, not all of you guys, but a lot of you guys are here right now, just like you told me you would be, which is awesome. What's going on is you pull in down this road, pull in the driveway, come through this parking lot. Bikes on bikes on bikes. I totally cheated though, and I parked right there. I didn't want to do whatever. This is the registration line. This is why you're supposed to pre-register, so you don't have to stand in this line right here. I didn't have my tag number, so. Got my wristband, got my number, counted. I'm one more bike towards the goal. And because we're in Texas, it's already like 100 degrees outside. Ooh, I see Justin too. Let's go find him. And I'm really looking for water is what I'm actually searching for, but otherwise I'm probably gonna pass out and won't make the ride. I peel the number right off my headlight. What's up, man? How you doing?
On YouTube.
Yeah,
how you doing, man?
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
You made the trip.
Yeah, heck yeah, dude. Where are you from?
Wichita, Kansas.
Wichita, Kansas.
Yeah.
How long's the ride?
It took us over 6 hours.
Nice,
Yeah, so.
nice. Glad you made it, man.
Yeah, it's good
cool.
seeing you, man.
Yeah,
I
very
seen
good
you
to see
earlier,
you.
I was like, hey, those guys.
Yeah. Hey there. Hey. That's my biggest fan. What up?
Biggest fan.
But just from a nine to the same, not to that same level at all.
GoPro in there.
And then I did you bring your drone with you?
I did, but I don't want to fly it right now because there was 3 in the air earlier.
Yeah. All right. So we need to talk about me getting some drone footage. Okay. Spoiler alert. There's no drone footage. I kind of messed up. I was supposed to give him some of my footage, and I did want some drone footage, but that's okay. So don't expect any of that drone footage. You'll have to watch his video for that. But I did want to take this opportunity to plug a podcast. Well, Justin, Uncle Ken, and Johnny Roadblock's podcast, Between Two Wheels. It is linked in the description. They interviewed me a few weeks ago, and I think it turned out pretty good. So check out their website, link below, and give it a listen. And now y'all can get back to the rest of the video. I'll see you guys in a second for my final thoughts and stuff.
Those of you unable to do so may turn left.
What's up, buddy? How are you? I did find 2 bikes for 2 people that I definitely want to meet, but I can't find the people that belong to the motorcycles. So there's only a few events that I've ever been to that are just like totally massive like this. Like, how do you prepare for something this big? That's just to get into the parking lot that already looks like this. They got bikes parked across the street over here too, and down here. It's everywhere. Taking over. What's up, dude? Good to see you. All right now. All right. What's up, man?
Oh man, I love the video.
Thanks, man. Sweet. Good deal. What's up, man? Excuse me, guys. What's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you. Nice to meet you. See what I mean? Even more bikes over here.
Want to see your new soft tail?
It's over there. It's one of those. So now, like a half a block away from the dealership. I did just find a gas station though. I'm about to sneak in and get a bottle of water. So as a matter of fact, the gas station even has bikes parking in it right here. We finally made it to the stoplight. I mean, we're a good block away from the dealership, and there's bikes still pulling in. Look what I just found! Man. This dude is gonna be in so much trouble. The hotter I get, the more I'm just gonna like steal this entire truck right here. So I went all the way over there to get a water, and even the line for water at the gas station is long, so I didn't do it. I quit. Still hadn't even met Adam. I ran off to get a water and then didn't get a water and haven't met Adam yet. What a noob. I'm gonna have to wait in line like everybody else, I guess. Now it's raining on us and I don't get to see him yet.
How's it going, man?
Hey man, how are you? You're in the vlog. Tell them who you are. Tell them where you're from.
Hey, I'm Chattahoochee. I'm Chuck Keith, and I'm from Chattahoochee. I'm from LaGrange, Georgia.
That's right.
Say hey to Harriet, Rachel, and Jim.
Yep. Set this bike up so that you can make the ride right.
That's right. John's a man.
Yep.
He's a man.
Gary Bonaquisti from Rockwall, Texas. A big fan of this man.
Very cool.
Good deal.
Thanks, guys. All right, I'm just gonna. I need to cool off, but my camera should probably stay dry, I guess. But we'll meet Adam in a second, since I found his bike like an hour ago, and now I finally found him.
Mr. Maxwell. How's it going, man? Good, buddy. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
What's new and exciting?
Have you seen out there? Man.
Yeah, dude.
And finish right. Quick thing about myself, a lot of you don't know or may know. I myself never served in my military. Temptations and poor choices in my 20s kept me from doing that, and in my 30s, it became a real regret. And now I put a lot of my efforts every day in the things we do, and all of you along with me, to giving back to my military. I've got a quote, and it is, if you did not serve in your military, find time to serve those who did. And if all of us that didn't serve did just that, we wouldn't have military out here wanting for the basic things this country has to offer. So I'd like to say today, I hope to hand over a check. And when I say hand over a check, I want to be crystal clear. I'm talking 100% of the money. All the money Paris Harley Davidson put into making this happen. All the money the Choctaw Casino put into making this happen. All these first responders and police officers out here, who we all better be thankful for, have put in, okay? None of the money from this registration goes to pay any of those people back. 100% of that money goes to the Combat Vets Motorcycle Association.
This is nuts. World record stuff. Bring it home shirts everywhere. I love it. Alright, I believe this is more of the official. This is part of how we get the distance on a closed area is because we are at this particular route. Alright, so they collect our wristbands at this point.
Alright, I'm gonna cut in right there and explain how this parade is bigger than like Rolling Thunder or the 115th anniversary Milwaukee, because it seems to be, I mean, I understand it's kind of weird, like how are there times when there's like way more motorcycles present than this parade, and what makes this the biggest Harley parade that we didn't actually make. In case you saw the thumbnail, it wasn't a fail, but I'll get to that in a second. See, there's like a million ways as how this is getting counted. I just cut the video at the video camera at the end of the parade. Maybe you noticed when we started out, we had to ride by the first camera. So there's video evidence of Harley. No one cut into the parade route. We registered, that was a way to count. We had wristbands, that was a way to count. We had physical motorcycles, that was the headlight sticker. There's the video, there's all these ways to count. We rode a pre-planned course that was closed so that from the first Harley going, the parade ended as soon as another vehicle of any brand or type or whatever entered into that parade after that first Harley. That's the end of the parade. If you've watched Adam's video or Justin's video, you know that we kind of battled a little bit of heat. The fact that some Harleys had pulled over, whether they be broken down or just too hot, they didn't want to ride it anymore or whatever. As soon as another brand motorcycle passed by them, the parade was over. So any bikes past that did not get counted in the final count. That's information that didn't really get out there in the beginning. It's stuff that I didn't learn until we were in Paris. In our next attempt, I do want to make sure we explain all this really well, but I'm going to do it now too so that we all are aware of what happened. That's where the parade ended though. The ride route ended with the wristbands and whatnot, but we continued on for about 16 more miles to the Choctaw Casino, where there was food outside, there was a band playing inside, there was a bar, there was a big room that was really too dark for filming, so I got virtually no footage. In the casino is where the count happened. Guinness Book dude was there helping with the count. Paris Harley Davidson staff still working hard even though the ride is over. They're counting up in one of the hotel rooms. They were nice enough to let me swing by, and we basically kind of figured out that we hadn't gotten it. Figured out, started talking about why and how this happened. So we all kind of had thought we were going to get it based on registration numbers, when in fact some of the VINs weren't actually Harley that had registered, but that wasn't very clear in the beginning of how to register your bike. And now, so we might not have made the record, but we did win in a lot of areas. We raised a ton of money for the Combat Vet Motorcycle Association. Adam managed to pass over a huge number in donations to some of the guys that were actually there at the casino.
$32,000 to the hands of the Combat Vets Motorcycle Association. My friends, that is changing lives.
As far as I know, there was no accidents whatsoever. During the parade, there was no issues, which is pretty outstanding for a ride that is of that giant number, which the final count was 1,911, but the amount of motorcycles was well over 2,000 when you factor in all of the other brands and everything. Now, we did have an ambulance on site at the dealership at one point, and that was because of a heat-related issue. That, as I understand it, that gentleman was totally cool after, getting some fluids and whatnot. That is something it's really important when you're riding to make sure you're getting enough water. Whether you're riding or sitting, you spend a lot of time outside, so it's very important to have water and stay hydrated, and ideally not be outside in 90-something degree weather for hours and hours. We couldn't control the temperature, so what do you do? I also noticed that, because I went back to the dealership later and at the casino both, there really wasn't any trash anywhere, which is, well, if you've ever been to any other event that is that huge of people, it is like you can tell that a mob showed up and a mob left, which I was really proud of, the fact that a bunch of fellow motorcyclists and riders all came together and then left an area that didn't look like a bomb had exploded in it. There are also no fights, which is, that seems to, well, no fights that I saw anyway, which is good for that many people, that hot, potentially hungry, you know, all there was a lot of, anytime there's big crowds, man, it seems like there's fights, but man, everybody was super friendly to everybody else. It was like a whole bunch of friends getting together that had actually never even met, which was awesome. Now, did we fail? No, we didn't fail. We had a great practice run, because next time we learned a lot about organizing the event, keeping the line moving faster, getting people registered the right way, and kind of getting the information out sooner and better than this attempt. But considering there were no accidents, no fights, only one heat-related issue, yeah, not a giant mess at the casino or at the dealership or in between for that matter, I think it was a huge win. It was a great time, and I'm looking forward to doing it again. Speaking of doing it again though, a couple of the other YouTube videos I've watched, because I've actually watched a lot of videos from some of them from you guys that were there and whatnot. Well, there seems to be this desire to have the motor company help pump this event up. And with my position here at the dealership, I do kind of understand a little bit about, I mean, I don't see the motor company stepping up promoting an event that is at a single dealership, because then they'll just have to, like, when do they not promote something? You know, what's, they're not going to promote something at my dealership, so I wouldn't expect them to promote something at another one either, regardless of how big it is, if it's a world record or not. But on top of that, I want to do this us on social media, by word of mouth, low key, not really low key, but you know what I mean. I don't want the motor company in this. All of a sudden it's like a motor company sanctioned event or something. No, this is a locally owned dealer putting on a huge event with riders in mind, you and me and everybody else coming together to raise money for charity, this time CVMA, next time to be determined. But I don't want the motor company in that. I want this to be ours. I don't want the motor company to swoop in and then be able to take credit for what we all did. This was a lot of work that they didn't play part in that. That's all I'm saying. So that's pretty much it for this week. Make sure to subscribe to the channel right over here. If you haven't gotten your fix yet, make sure to check out the videos here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
So let's go through our get to know you questions. Are you a master tech? I know they have some ranking systems within the Harley shops.
Yeah, they do have a ranking system. I